Hey, and welcome to another episode from trainingps.com. Today we're going to work on a little bit of a background effect that we can add some text to and put it on some stone and make it look correct. And what we're going to get when we're finished is something that looks a little bit like this. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing is I got myself a picture here, and it's just of some concrete, and we're going to copy this. We're going to place it in our new image. The background, I'm going to go ahead and just fill that with black. I'm going to go back up here to layer 1. I'm going to hit Command J, duplicates the layer. Go ahead and just hide this for now. On the first layer, I'm going to bring up a levels adjustment, and with the gray mid-tones, I'm going to bring it down and make it dark. And you can do this to taste. We can always go back and change it later. So I'm going to go ahead and turn back on the second layer here, sorry. And I'm going to create a text. Let's just type Caesar. And we'll increase the size of it. And what we want to do is we want to make sure it's centered. And a quick and easy way to do this is just go to your background, do a Command A. It's going to select it all. I'm going to select my text layer, and then I'm just going to make sure it's centered both ways. And Command D, deselect. Once I've done this, I'm just going to hit Command and click on the text layer. I don't need it. So I'll click back on my second copy here, and I'm going to hold down the Alt or Option key and click the mask. And then from there, we're going to open up our layer effects, choose Bevel and Emboss. For the style, Outer, Technique, Chisel Hard. The depth, we're just going to take it all the way to 1000%. And the size, we're just going to bring it down to taste. And I think I'll just leave this at 1. Oops, 1. There we go. We can add a drop shadow to it. Maybe lower the opacity of it a little bit. And say OK. Alright, so we got our text, but it looks like it's kind of been just placed there. It doesn't look like it's been chiseled in or it's old or anything. So we're going to select this mask here. Go to Filter, Distort, Ocean Ripple. Once this comes up, here we go, we can see it now. We can select how it looks. And this is just going to be dependent upon what you're doing and what you want to create. This will be just fine, I think. We'll say OK. And now you can see the effect it had around the edges. And if you don't like it, you can always Command Z, go back up, and we'll go back to Distort, Ocean Ripple. And let's just reduce the size down here a little bit. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. And we'll just leave it at that for now. So we have our text. It looks like it's kind of been chiseled in there a little bit, but it needs some cracks. It needs to look older. So what we're going to do is we're going to use some brushes. And I have a ton of pre-made crack brushes, and I'm going to make those available for a download soon. But for now, you can go on the web and search crack, and I'm sure you can find a few cracked brushes available, especially at like DeviantArt, places like that. So I'm just going to start, and I'm going to start clicking randomly in different places just to get it started here like that. Add a little bit around here just so it doesn't look like it's too uniform like that. And we're going to just select different brushes And if you don't have a different brush, you can always change the rotation of it and things like that. But it's going to be really nice to have this brush set because you have so many different ones that you can play with so that you can get that variation you're going to need for these cracks. And there's nothing special about it, just, you know, taking the time to go in and really just make it look right. Let's choose something a little bigger here. We can increase the size of it a little more. Make that look like it's been really cut out there. Don't want to go too far with that. We'll select another one and we'll just keep going. You see the edges, we're going to sell this. And that's where we really want to kind of concentrate these big cuts we're going to have in this stone. Like that. We can go back in here with something smaller and really just start to tweak this out a little bit. Especially around the edges of the letters. Grab something else. Do it again. There we go. We're going to grab something else here and just... And each part of these brushes can do something different, so you can use them for multiple areas without making it look the same. Just like that. There we go. And once you're happy with it, the cool thing about this is if you hold in the Alt Option key, you can unlink these and you can move it around. It's not damaged your background layer one bit. So it's non-destructible, and yet you still get this cool looking cracked stone that you could create a movie poster with, or advertisement, or just about anything. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial, and look for more at trainingps.com.